three orangutans, I'm arranging my sneakers. I'm the action on the court, you the gum stuck to the bleachers. I think I'm Paul Pierce, I think I'm Rondo. High off that headband, you dying on that hydro.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Green Teamers podcast. It's been a minute. It's been the Celtics off season, so granted, that's why we haven't been as active on that page.
Right. But we're back, baby.
We back. The Celtics are live. Still don't know what channel you'll be watching this on, so that's why I haven't mentioned it. So whether it's the Green Teamers podcast channel or just the Green Teamers where we do like all our weed related content, it'll be on either channel, whether it's on channel A or channel B. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining us, because like we said, we are back. We are ready to be consistent, giving you guys these weekly updates, these weekly roundups, and just our weekly opinions. Marvin, anything to say to the folks, the fans, the subscribers, the supporters?
Season just started. Celtics are looking good. It's the first game, but on top of that, I think we already know what we're expecting and looking forward to. I think it's just a matter of what we do come playoff time. So the season's going to be great. I know we're going to make the playoffs. I'm predicting a 60-win sort of season. But my focus is more in terms of get everybody back, get Robert Williams back healthy, and make that playoff push that we're expecting to get to.
Fair enough. Well said. So before you give away your record for the year, which we will do by the end of this video,
I already did, nigga.
Well, we'll get a specific 60.
Okay.
Some number in the 60 from you, a specific number.
Okay.
But as always, guys, we are going to be, we actually already rolled it, so we're going to be smoking on some Fiji Sunset today.
And we're also going to be smoking on some quality street shit as well.
Is it actually? I thought it came out of a medicinal jar.
No, it's just sitting in the medicinal jar. I don't pay no mind to where that came from. It's straight from the streets.
Gotcha.
So,
what do you have rolled up in there? Do you know the name of the strain?
Gas.
Okay. So we got gas in one joint, and we got Fiji Sunset in another. You know how we do, baby. Always smoking on that gas.
You already know.
So if you will so kindly join us, guys, roll up, smoke up, spark up.
Follow, subscribe, Instagram, YouTube. Let's get it.
All right, so we'll start here by sparking the joint. Normally, we'd have a weekly roundup of our past week's games, but this is the first episode of the season, and we're only one game in. So we'll just go off of our, what did I call it beforehand? Our overreactions from just the first game. Me and Marvin will give our takes, go over who are playing this coming week, so that next week when you guys join us again, we'll probably have at least 2, maybe 4 games by then. After that, we'll give our overall just league opinions. The Warriors beat the Lakers the other day. It was pretty close, I heard. I didn't watch the game, but we'll go into all that other stuff, just league news.
Lakers ain't going nowhere this year. Breaking news. Shit.
So we'll go into the league news, around the league news, and then we'll top it off. We'll finish it off with our record predictions for the entire season. Well, the entire regular season. Out of the 82 games, we'll give a record for that.
For sure.
So Marvin, I'll hand it off to you first. Give me your overreaction from that first game. What did you see? What did you like? What didn't you like?
I didn't like that we didn't play Pritchard.
Really?
Yeah, at the first game of the season, he needs to get some burn.
I'll say it's overcrowded.
It is.
The guard position.
You got Brogdon now. Brogdon's eating up a lot of his minutes, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a log jam. Now that you bring that up, that is kind of true.
Which, I also want to see, like, if it were up to me, I'd love to see Pritchard on the floor. But it looks like at the moment it's kind of Hauser or Pritchard. Even if, Hauser's more of a wing, those minutes that you mentioned that Brogdon is taking up, Hauser and Pritchard have to kind of fight over those leftover minutes. Granted, I'm sure it'll come down to matchups as well, because if James Harden is out on the floor, like when we were playing the 76ers, if Pritchard is out there at the same time, Harden is looking to prey on Pritchard. So that's probably why we didn't see him. But I agree. I wish he got some burn, but I understand at this moment why. So it kind of scares me because it's kind of looking like that would be a name on the trading block if he doesn't
absolutely.
get any sooner or any burn sooner rather than later.
There's really no. You can fill that space up with somebody more. We can use another big.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely true. We can always use another big. So,
but I'll say this, his name could be on the trading block, but with the 15 guys we have at the moment, there's no reason he can't stay on the roster. There are guys that I personally feel should, like, if we're gonna make space for somebody, there are other guys on the team before Pritchard that I would let go, trade, release, whatever the case may be. Who were we talking about last season where we were like, oh, Marcus Smart?
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to trade him, we have to be getting better. So I feel the same way with Pritchard. If we're going to let Pritchard go, we have to be getting better because there are other guys on this team that I'd rather let go before.
So I know a Vonleh appearance last night too.
What did you think about him? Obviously,
I thought he looked like
he's our backup center. Maybe not ideally our backup center, but yeah. What did you think?
I thought he looked like Jaylen Brown.
Like looks wise or play wise?
Just looks wise. Every time I saw him on the fucking court, I thought it was Jaylen Brown. Play wise though, nothing really stood out tremendously, but solid for his position.
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna say he held his own.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
We're not looking for him to be that 15 points a game, 20 points a game.
Nope. Fight for rebounds. Do what you got to do. Be a glue man. That's it.
And on defense, I felt he did pretty well as well. I think there was only like one rotation where I can think of where he was late. Was it against Joel Embiid?
Something like
And he ended up Embiid ended up getting fouled. But aside from that, I think he held his own all night. So
yeah, Embiid's Embiid. You can only do so much with him. So
and Embiid's gonna flop. Like you remember that play with Marcus Smart? He held Marcus and then kind of pulled him down. Marcus didn't like it. He grabbed him, but then I thought he fell on purpose.
I can't give Marcus too much credit because this is the same dude who might as well have been the fucking broom that they used to sweep the floor when Harden pushed him off or whatever the fuck that was. Dude went flying across the floor.
I remember that.
And then Harden hit him with that shimmy, but
no go.
No go.
You are not that guy, man. You are not that guy. I also took some notes on the game, so I'll go off of my take and kind of some things that I noticed in the game. Of course, I don't know how we didn't mention this. We have a killer duo, man. This might be the best duo in the NBA. 35 points a pop, 70 points combined.
Brown Tatum.
Obviously, they're not going to be doing that every night, or maybe they could. I don't see it happening every night, but when they're both on it like that, when they're both scoring 35s, we're dangerous. We're even more dangerous. We're lethal at that point. We are lethal.
You got to ask yourself that question. How many teams in the league have two-star scoring wings? It's the Lakers and the Clippers. I mean, the Clippers and the Celtics.
You think that's it?
That's it. Nobody else has you have Curry and Thompson. Those are
more like guards.
Yeah, those are guards. You have Brown and Tatum. They're your 2 and 3s. And then you have Kawhi and Paul George.
So you're saying like we might be the best duo, but there's not much of a bar or much competition in who the best duo is.
Right. The other two best duos are Kawhi and Paul George, and I don't know. Well, if it was a coin toss between the two, who would you choose? Brown and Tatum or Kawhi and Paul George?
Yeah, because I'll be honest. I'm not saying Kawhi's
a
a bad player, but we haven't seen him play in like 2 years.
That's also true.
So like, how much credit are we still gonna give Kawhi? Like, let me see a full season from you, averaging 27 points per game.
I will give you that, but I will also say that playoff run in Toronto still holds enough credibility. Yeah, because he did what Tatum can't do, and that's lead a team.
Wow. And this is coming from a Celtics fan?
Yeah.
You going for Tatum like that?
Yeah, yes. Early, nigga. Catch the fucking smoke from last season. Pissed me the fuck off in that game 6. What were you doing, nigga? What were you doing? I know what Ime was doing, but what were you doing? Oh. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Damn.
Nonetheless,
let me bring up my second point. I wrote here, Brogdon is going to be key. Glad he knows how to settle us and be a cutter. He can get to the rim for an easy 2 to 8 points. We saw a lot of instances last year where we would go on a run. We'd be up maybe 10, 12 points. The other team makes a run, cuts it to like 6.
Right.
And then right then and there, we kind of shit ourselves. We kind of get nervous. We overthink it. and suddenly we're chucking up threes. We're not hitting our shots. And I've been asking all season, last season, I was asking for somebody to kind of calm us down. Hit the easy shot. There's no reason we should be chucking up threes when we can drive it to the paint.
When we get stagnant, that we settle for the three. I hate that.
Yeah.
That's a Brad Stevens thing.
So Brogdon did a great job. When we were up like 10, 12, 76ers were making a run. Brogdon took it upon himself to neutralize, and he cut to the basket, got an easy layup, and those stopped the runs. Even just 2 points, 3 points, those stopped the runs, and I really think that was key in our overall win. So I'm really excited for Brogdon.
You need a player like that.
I'm a Jalen is my favorite player on the team, but man, in that one game, Brogdon showed us what he is capable of, and he might be my second favorite player just off one game. It's that crazy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. A lot to look forward to with the Celtics this year. We'll wait till later to give you our record sort of predictions or thoughts.
One last take that I wanted to mention here is something that I didn't like. Is there were a few instances with deja vu, and it actually gave me some PTSD. Is we weren't hitting our free throws, and there were instances where Jaylen Brown, for example, lost the handle. He was still dribbling up the court.
Dribbled too much.
Either got it stolen or over dribbled and lost the ball. But man, that deja vu, that PTSD was not fun. You would think that over the off season, that's like the number one thing they would be working on.
Yo, Jalen needs handles.
And we say it a million times. The name of the game is score more points than your opponent. That's all you need to do. Free throws are the easiest points you're gonna get. And so there's no reason we should be missing more than 2 a game, and we average like 85% shooting overall as a team last season. I made that stat up, but it seems like that.
And you can average, a great player can average 25, 30 points a season without having to dance and dribble all over motherfuckers. Like, you can just get to the basket. That's all you have to do. He's losing the ball, losing handles, all that stuff because he's dribbling too much. It's not that your handles are terrible. It's you're trying to do too much with your handles. You're trying to be a Kyrie. You're not a Kyrie. Just dribble the ball, get to the basket. That's all you gotta do, bro. That's all you gotta do. Keep the momentum going from last season. I know we lost in the finals, but that aside, we had a great season last year, an unexpected turnaround to get where we were. Just keep it up. Bring that into this season. Hope that Williams comes back soon enough.
What are you thinking? Timetable is he recently got, what is it, like a PP something?
Like a plasma injection.
Yeah, he recently got that earlier this week, and they put out a timetable of 5 to 6 months. Or sorry, I guess it's
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks, or
2 to 3 months.
December, January-ish. So they put out that timetable, but that was always the timetable we were given in when he would return. So not much of a difference. I think they were kind of just stretching that a little bit.
He won't be back till February.
I don't know about that.
I'll put money on February. Bet on red, nigga.
I'd put money on December, halfway through December, like Christmas Day.
Robert Williams.
February,
bro.
February.
He's a February guy.
All right, we got it. We hold it to us, guys. I'm saying Christmas Day. Robert Williams is back.
I'm saying Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day or after, pretty much.
Yep. In order to be 110%, making sure that this issue doesn't come up again in April and May. Sit him out as long as you have to sit him out. Don't rush it. And when he's fine, he's fine.
What if we're in the same case as last season, where come December, January, we're 7th? What were we? 11th in the East.
Yeah.
So, given that scenario, what do you think?
Would
it still be February?
There's no situation plausible that brings the Celtics that low to where you can put any blame on Robert Williams not being there. If we end up in, you can give me, we're in 5th place, our defense ain't that great, but when Williams returns, we'll be back in 1st. I can give you that. But if we're sitting 8th place, 9th place, and you're gonna tell me, that's because we don't have Robert Williams in the interior, that's bullshit. There's 8 other reasons before Robert Williams in that case.
No, great point. That's definitely true. Now that you say that, I completely agree with you. Officially, Marvin says Valentine's Day or after, and I say Christmas Day or around there. We'll say Christmas Day to January 7th. within those first couple games after Christmas Day, he will play.
Might see a New Year's debut.
There you go, exactly. And I was gonna move it or open it up to the entire league, but I think we should talk about this week's upcoming games. That week, next week, we have a record going. So give me 1 second to just pull up our schedule.
In the meantime, in between time, like I said, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Green Teamers Podcast, Slow Burns, Marvelous MJ23, Marvelous Marvin 23. I keep forgetting my own Instagram tag, but yeah, follow us on the social media apps. We're out there. Like I said, the consistency's coming back. Whole lot of shit brewing for you guys.
We have another 5 games coming up this week.
Okay.
So this week we have Miami on Friday.
Miami.
We have Miami on Friday. We have Orlando on Saturday.
Yeah.
Chicago on Monday. Cleveland on Friday.
Cleveland's going to be a tough one.
Cleveland's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, Cleveland's going to be that one. We might catch it.
They did lose last night, though.
We might catch it now with Cleveland. They're one of those young and up-and-coming teams. Is the Cavs game a home game?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll listen to the Cavs. We'll go 3-1.
3-1?
Yeah.
I'm saying we're going to beat Miami. We're going to beat Orlando. I'm saying 4-0. I was actually going to say, I should have said this during the Celtics portion, our Celtics takes, but I thoroughly believe that we need to and that we will start off on like an 8-0 run, 10-0 run of games before we lose.
You think so?
Yeah.
We'll get a hot start going?
Yeah, I've always mentioned that we need the hot start. We need to come out firing. 10-0 start is exactly that. So I think we're going to go 4-0 this week. Marvin, you're saying 3-1 with losing to the Cavs?
Absolutely.
There you go, guys. So I'm calling 4-0. Marvin's 3-1. Let's open it up to the NBA League. Does that make sense? NBA League.
Lakers are trash. They got to trade Westbrook at some point.
I read, I think it was ESPN or maybe Bleacher, but I thought they were trying to incorporate Russell Westbrook into the second unit so he could lead the second unit, but he ended up starting the first game. That confused me a little bit. Did I miss something or?
Well, the talks. Well, I don't want to sound like a fucking analyst, but we all know that Russ doesn't want to come off the bench. So the thought of him starting the second unit, he's going to do whatever it takes to not do that.
Gotcha.
Bitch and complain, whatever the case may be. He wants to start. At some point, the Lakers are going to trade him because they're not going to capitulate to that for too long.
Mm-hmm.
And judging on where the season goes, they might be in that Victor Wemba sweepstakes. So,
really?
Yeah.
You think the Lakers will do that bad where they'll be like same record as San Antonio,
you mentioned
Charlotte?
You mentioned hot start. Let the Lakers start 1-19, 5-19. They're going for Wemba.
At that point, or you're
at that point?
Gotcha.
At that point, you're 25 games in.
But 1-19 would be crazy.
You're weighing the options. You're like, oh well, fuck it. LeBron, you got another year or two, right? All right, let's go. We can get.
He just signed an extension too, didn't he, for like 2 years or something?
Like they'll go after that dude.
So you would anticipate that the Lakers would still keep LeBron and go for
Wemba.
Yeah. What is it? Wembayama or something?
Yeah.
Like that?
Wembayama.
Wow. I would think that if that's what the Lakers are doing, then they're getting rid of Anthony Davis. They're getting rid of LeBron James. What are you really going to get for Russell Westbrook?
You get a bomb ass deep dish pizza in Chicago for Russell Westbrook. No bullshit. I'm just playing. He's still got value, but like I said, he's not going to get traded to a contender. You're going to trade him to Orlando Magics or Cleveland Cavs, a team that has assets, but
kind of like not bottom of the table, but like
right.
halfway
right.
from the bottom.
Right. Like you can get some good pieces for Westbrook. And if you're planning on building in that Wemba trade and that Wemba sweepstakes, all you need is Wemba, LeBron, and some good pieces around them. You could even dish off AD for even better pieces too. So
very true.
Their future is there. It just depends on where the season goes.
Gotcha.
But they don't have enough to contend. So realistically, your better idea is to tank.
You're definitely right. I read a comment somewhere. I keep forgetting. I read all these different blogs, so I always lose track of where these comments and articles are from, but someone commented that like if you took LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook off of the team sheet, all the other names you would think they're going for Wembanyama.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. Like who? That's your surrounding cast, dude. Shit. Shit.
But before we get too long of a video here, any last NBA takes? You think the Warriors will be back? Are they going to be the number 1 seed?
Oh, they'll
Is it
be
the end of an era?
no. Well, they'll be back in the playoffs. They'll be a top 3 seed. It'll be the Warriors. It'll be the Nuggets. It'll be a third team. Who else is hot? Clippers, Warriors, Nuggets. Those will be the top 3 seeds. Everybody else will. It's gonna be a tight West.
What do you think about the Hawks? Are the Hawks going to be good this season?
Oh, they will.
You think so?
6th seed. They'll fall in the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Knicks? I hate the Knicks.
Knicks ain't going nowhere this year.
They ain't doing shit.
Trash.
All right.
Trash, nigga.
So to wrap up this video, Marvin, 82 game season. Give me your guess on the Celtics overall regular season record this upcoming season.
67-15.
Wow.
I think we beat our 08 record.
67-15. What did we have in 08?
66-16.
66-16. Okay. I was thinking more like 16-22.
You think 60-22?
Yeah, I might even go like 55 and whatever the other math is. 55 and 27?
Nah,
Yeah.
I think we're getting a cool 67 wins. It's going to be, like you mentioned, the hot start. It'll be one of those, the Celtics are 20-2 type of shit. Will they be able to break the Warriors record? No, we're not going to. But at some point, we're going to hit a lot of hot streaks to where
What did that one coach say? Like, you got to get your 40 wins before you get 20 losses?
Yeah,
Is that Pat Riley?
that was Pat Riley, I believe.
But yeah, that is very true. You got to get 40 wins before you get 20 losses.
That dictates your season right there. Let's put money on that.
I'd rather put money on the Robert Williams bet.
Yeah, all right, we can do that too.
But thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Catch us back next week where we
This is a good episode, right?
recap those 4 episodes. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.